Spirit river sets you free. Fall back into eternity and flow with me. Got a message in my prayer time. There's no worries, God said if your mind's on me. Got the message on the main line. Like a feather falling freely in the breeze.
Like a leaf on the river, flowing freely, free from side to side. There's a flow in my Jesus. Are you ready for the ride?
Flow with me. The Spirit river sets you free. Fall back into eternity and flow with me. Flow with me. The Spirit river sets you free. Fall back into eternity and flow with me. Now I'm flowing and I feel fine. Share the message God said and they'll be free. His best is always on time. I'm taking this flow into the streets.
It's a rest for God's people. You take the dive and splash, you are free. Now compares no one equal. It's where you wanna be.
Flow with me. The Spirit river sets you free. Fall back into eternity and flow with me. Flow with me. The Spirit river sets you free. Fall back into eternity and flow with me. Flow with me,
Flow with me.
flow with me. The Spirit river sets you free. Fall back into eternity and flow with me. Flow with me. The Spirit river sets you free. Fall back into eternity and flow with me.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to His Kids Live. Today in this month, we're going to be focusing in on humility. And humility means putting others first, even when they don't deserve that. And there's one person in the Bible that stands out more than anybody when I think about being humble and putting others first. That's Jesus. Today we're going to jump into a story in the book of Matthew, which is our first book in the New Testament. But before we do that, why don't we jump in to some worship? So if you guys could stand up, stretch out, loosen up, and get ready to boogie with the Lord.
Hey everyone, this song is called We Are the Ones. Get your hand in the air like this and celebrate with us. We are the ones that stand for God and change the world. And then sweep it like this, take it low. Whoa, let's do it one more time. We are the ones that stand for God and change the world. Whoa.
Moving like a centipede. Got 1,000 walking with us and we're on our way. Smelling victory in the breeze. I wanna dance and lift my hands. The sun is peeping, feel the heat. The Holy Spirit flowing and I'm off my feet. The feeling that you're giving me. I'm seeing what I'm meant to be.
We are the ones that stand for God and change the world. Oh, we are the ones that stand for God and change the world. God and change the world. Oh, we are the ones that stand for God and change the world. Oh, we are the ones that stand for God and change the world. Oh, we are the ones that stand for God and change the world. Oh.
Woo! That sure was fun. I love getting to worship. Even though we're not meeting, we can still stand up together and honor God by raising our hands and singing around. So today we're going to jump into Matthew chapter 26, verses 36 through 56. But before we get into that, I want to give you guys a little bit of a backstory. See, Jesus had just met with all of his disciples, and his disciples are just his closest friends, and they shared the Last Supper together. Now, Jesus told them of all the things that were about to happen to him on the cross. So with Jesus knowing this, he decided he needed to pray. So he grabs Peter, John, and James, and he goes into the Garden of Gethsemane.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. You telling me Jesus went to the Garden of Guinea Pigs?
No, not the guinea pigs, the Garden of Gethsemane. And Jesus takes his friends and he asks them to keep watch. See, Jesus says something here, and it's important. He tells Peter, John, and James that my heart is full of sorrow and breaking with sadness. Stay here with me and keep watch. So what he's doing is he's asking his friends to stay and pray with him. And he's going to walk a little bit further away, bow down, and pray to the Father. And this is what he says. My Father, if it is possible, do not give me this cup of suffering, but do what you want, not what I want. Jesus will go and pray this 3 times, over and over again, asking God to take this cup of suffering from him. But what's important is he always ends it with your will, not mine. And each time he prays, he goes back to his friends who he's asked to keep watch, but they're sleeping.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Were they sleeping because they were stayed up too late playing video games?
No, they weren't up all night playing video games. They didn't even have those back then. But see, Jesus was telling them to do something important. So he said this. Keep watch and pray so that you will not give in to temptation. For the spirit is willing, but the body is weak. See, this was important because Jesus is preparing them for what's to come. And what's to come is, well, Jesus is about to be betrayed. So he goes and he prays to the Father one more time, begging him to take this cup of suffering away. And as he returns back to his sleeping friends, he tells them to rise, because the time has come for Son to be handed over to man. And as him and his friends rise and walk over, they see an angry crowd of men being led by Judas, one of Jesus' best friends. And Judas will approach Jesus, kiss him on the cheek, symbolizing that this is Jesus, the one to be arrested. Judas just betrayed Jesus. But Peter, he gets so mad at this angry crowd that he pulls out his sword and he slashes off one of the man's ears.
Wait a second. Did you just say that Jesus slashed off someone's ear?
No, not Jesus. See, Jesus is so good that he even heals this man's ear, the man that's coming to arrest him. He heals it and he says this. Surely you know that I could ask my Father, and he would give me 12 armies of angels. But this must happen this way, so that it will be as the scriptures say. See, Jesus knows this has to happen. Jesus knows how to be humble and put others first. You know, I think this would be a great time to learn our verse about humility. Let's jump over to Natalie and learn some fun dance moves.
And now it's time for something fun. Hey guys, my name is Natalie, and today we're going to do an awesome activity called Bible in Motion, where we're going to work together to put some dance moves to this month's scripture verse, Philippians 2:3. Be humble. Give more honor to others than to yourself. So let's get started. First off, we got to know what be humble means. Humble is the opposite of prideful. And prideful people are puffed up with thoughts of, it's all about me. Everyone just needs to do everything for me. So Jesus wants us to do the opposite of that and take a position of being humble, ready to serve others with love and respect. So we're going to put this pose to start off our dance. All right, let's try it. Be humble. We're going to have our hands on our heart, and we're going to give more honor to others. Now, what does honor mean? Honor is just another way of saying love and respect. So we're going to have our hands on our heart, because when we really mean giving honor and respect, it comes from our heart. So we're going to give more honor to others, and the end of the verse says more than to ourselves. So what should we do for the end? Let's go back to that pose where we learned about prideful people. Now, sometimes we may not want to admit it, but we can get an attitude where we feel like we're better than everyone else. So if we find ourselves in this pose in life, we need to remember that other pose that Jesus wants us to be in, where we're humble, ready to serve others with honor. So let's put that in. All right, from the beginning, be humble. Give more honor to others than to ourselves. Now the end is quick, so we're going to go from give more honor to others, jump up really quick to that prideful pose, and to, now we're not going to live here, we're not going to live in pride, we're going to come back to that life of humility and end it. Okay, let's go all the way from the beginning. Be humble. Give more honor to others than to ourselves. All right, you're doing great. Let's try it with some music. Ready? Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and. Again. One more time. All right, guys, thank you so much. You all did great. Again, my name is Natalie. Join me next time for some more Bible in Motion. Back to Courtney.
Wow, that was so much fun. I loved getting to do those dance moves, and now I can practice those all week long. So we learned about how Jesus put others first, but I want to take a little bit closer look into that. We got to see him put others first with his disciples, his friends, right? Because he was telling them the importance of praying for what's to come. Then he puts God first 3 times when he goes to pray. Jesus knows what's about to happen. He knows the suffering he's going to endure. But at the end of every prayer, he always ends with, your will, not mine. God, your plan, not mine. And finally, he's going to put us all first, right? Because he allows himself to be arrested. And after that arresting, he's going to go to the cross, where all of us are put first, even though we might not deserve it. This all kind of got me thinking about a time when I was around your guys' age. See, my parents used to do every other Friday, one of the kids got to choose the dinner. It was our fun way to end the week. Well, my week had finally come, and I had been thinking all week long about the best dinner. But see, the issue is I really like pepperoni pizza, but I also really like macaroni and cheese. So all week I was trying to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And Friday came and I had nailed it. I was ready. We were going to have pepperoni pizza with a side of macaroni and cheese and bagel crumbles. What? It's going to be delicious. When we got home from school that day, my sister was really upset. See, I guess some of her friends had said some pretty mean things about her during school, and she was really bummed out about it. And my mom came into my room and, well, she made this suggestion. She said, Court, I know it's your week, but maybe you could let Tammy choose this time. And she walked out. And my first thought was like, no way, because I had been thinking this whole time about my pepperoni pizza with my macaroni and cheese, and it was going to be perfect. And last week, Tammy chose pea stew, and it was ew. It was gross. And as I walked back out to tell my mom that, I heard my sister crying. And it got me thinking, maybe if I put her first today and allow her to choose her meal, it might just remind her that she has people here who love her. I might not be able to fix everything that happened, but I got to show her that I cared about her by treating her the way that I would want to be treated. And I got to put her first.
Oh, so you're saying that sometimes it's better to put other people before yourself?
Exactly, Mr. Interrupter Man. And while we're stuck on top of each other and stuck in our homes, this is the perfect time to do that. Maybe it's your turn to choose whatever you want to watch on TV, but instead you let your little brother or sister do it. Or maybe your mom and dad made something like pea stew, and it's EUU. But this week you get to turn that EUU into a woohoo and just celebrate with them and thank them for everything they're doing. So it begs the question, this week, how can you put others first? And not only talk about how you can put others first, but let's put it into practice. I can't wait to see you guys again.
Moving like a centipede. Got 1,000 walking with us, and we're on our way. Smelling victory in the breeze. I wanna dance and lift my hands. The sun is peeping, feel the heat. The Holy Spirit blowing, and I'm off my feet. The feeling that you give.